In recent history, I was working right here in Hamilton for almost a year with Australia Post. I've been with them for a long time. But recently, about 4 months ago, I left Australia Post and have become a contractor with Post, and that's right near home. So it's just a great blessing for us. In terms of our lives, we have been involved in ministry in some form or other, stretching right back to 1987-ish, which is around the time we got to know Will at Ballarat. But really things kicked off for us when we went to Macau over near Hong Kong in southern China, and we were missionaries there. We lived in a very old part of Macau that was very traditional Chinese community, and we were the first foreigners, or Guaylo, as the white man is called, the white devil. We were the first white devils to live in that area, and we built some really strong relationships, and we were there for 6 years. And during that time, God established a little church that is still continuing to this day. And we're really, really thankful for that time. It was transformative in our lives in that when we came back, having been part of this organisation, as Will could probably share testimonies with you, we began to see that much of what was being done and taught was in error. And we discovered we were part really of a cult, and it wasn't a cult specifically by all of its theology. It was a cult by practice in what is called heavy shepherding, essentially, where people's lives are controlled by the leadership of the church. And having been out on the mission field, you're out of that for a while, and you're alone with God. And we did a lot of growing in that time, and we came back and we were just like a square peg in a round hole. And over the next 3 years, we came into constant turmoil with the leadership until eventually in August of 2002, I was asked to resign or repent. And I said, repent of what? And it was get in line with what the fellowship is doing. And but what the fellowship was doing was the very root of the problem. And so we resigned, and we pastored then for the next 20 years until we, just before we moved down here, we pastored a small independent church called Cornerstone Gospel Church. I was going to say CGC, but that's what we all called it. And it was just a great experience. It was just a real liberty of God, a small church that some of the folks there still meet as a house church. Our problem was we were in a rented facility, and we got locked out through COVID and all that stuff.